S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenge.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Matt.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cowboys take the field, and the man leading them, Dak Prescott, who's been remarkably consistent through his first 3 NFL seasons, 23, 22, and 22 touchdown passes, as he put together a 32-16 regular season record in those 3 years at the helm. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
It's so good to see big number 72, Travis Frederick, back in a Cowboys uniform. Remember, he missed all of last season with Guillain-Barré syndrome. And prior to that, he'd been to the Pro Bowl 4 straight times at center. And his return, a huge boost to the offensive line. Better to have him in uniform than coaching.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Black 11!
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tackles.
Wait, 89!
Throwing, Rivers to Gordon, out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Complete to Jason Witten. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. Safety Derwin James is one of the better players in the NFL. First team All-Pro as a rookie. Also went to the Pro Bowl, and he shows up anywhere and everywhere on the field making plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Elliott running right. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Let's go.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. That is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
It brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash, this from 33. Maher able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Rivers to throw it. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Gordon on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get them.
Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, Eckler. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the counter, Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go.
In your face.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Prescott yet again. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Going right side, he has Winton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. following the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mike's at 180. Black 11.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On is the Chargers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now from the 50. This one to Jarwin over the middle. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. And so far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 73 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to him, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run again with Morris. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. Rivers, and caught, right side, Green. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd and short.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down throw for Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check back, check back.
Throwing Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To throw, Rivers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only do they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rivers on the money, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
390, 380.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And Gordon will work his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 7, 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep and got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular